Cash Nation, welcome back to a brand new video. We're doing the top 10 best movies I saw this year. All these movies I ranked on the channel, so I'll link them all in the description below. Without further ado, let's get to number 10, which will be Creed 3. Now, Creed 3, I really enjoyed because of the overall story, Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors character and stuff. I loved literally the boxing scenes were like anime style. They're very unique. I love the way they shot them in the film and stuff. There are a couple of things I did enjoy. I didn't like the fact that how the plot hole with Damien, how we really did touch on upon it, how basically Damien took the fall from Michael B. Jordan's character, but it's really never like really thought out. That makes sense. Never really fully, like I would guess, fully utilized, whatever. But the main thing is Creed 3 ended very well, and I'm assuming we'll get a Creed 4 in the future, but without Jonathan Majors, unfortunately. Okay. Coming in at number 9, we have Super Mario Bros. Love the animation, love Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Keegan-Michael Kay, and more. And I like the story, I like the way it ended, I like the overall family vibe too, and it was a good watch. Number 8 is John Wick Chapter 4. This movie is absolutely crazy. I loved how we start off with this villain who's trying his best to intimidate John Wick, but learns the very hard way. You will never be able to beat John Wick. He is the boogeyman. He is the Baba Yaga. And my favorite thing I love that I'll show you here in a second is whenever he basically, John Wick and the other guy, the blind man, I forgot his name, apologize, are doing the shoot off, right? And then basically, I think Bill Skarsgård grabs a gun, and then Winston decides to say, "You idiot, you never shot." Gets up, boom, blasts him in the head. I was like, oh yes! Oh, and not to mention the obvious, amazing fight scenes we got, like 20-30 minutes of just non-stop action, non-stop violence, and the third camera point of view on the ceiling thing, absolutely amazing. Love it. Coming at number 7, we have Thanksgiving. Now, I know you're gonna say to me, Cash, what we doing? What we doing? I know, I understand. Valid points. The main reason why I put this on my list is simply because out of all the films, I really enjoyed this one. And don't even think for a second it's because of the story. It's not. It's because of the kills. That's the only thing I liked about this film. The kills were the best part because I had dark humor. So every single kill made me laugh out of my seat. It was hilarious. It was hysterical. Even when I showed people the movie, the kills specifically, they were all floored by it. Like I said, oh crap. Not oh crap, obviously, but oh, S word. At least 8 times watched this film, okay? Now again, story, characters, all horrible. I understand that. I agree 1000%. Number 6, we have Talk to Me. Talk to Me, directed by the Rocka brothers. This film to me was very unique and I loved it. Now, people don't like it for obvious reasons, but I personally had a great time with it. Gabby didn't like it either. But to me, I sympathize with the main character, and I love how we have some very violent scenes where basically the directors shove you and push you to stuff you don't want to see. It's like the scene where the boy starts to hit his head against the dresser. It's like, oh crap. And the final blow that is about to come, the sister saves the day by putting her hand in front of his head so he doesn't kill himself. And not to mention the fact that he hurts himself getting in the hospital, drinks his own blood, and then this ending where the lead, spoiler alert, killed herself, and now it's on the other side of the hand, where literally when it says "talk to me," you see her as well. Full circle story. I really enjoyed it, honestly, and I thoroughly enjoy it. We're gonna get a Talk to Me too, which I cannot wait for. Okay, number 5, we have a movie I just saw 4 days ago, reviewed on the channel, The Iron Claw. This movie to me was excellent. I loved all the brothers' performances, the parents' performance. Everyone had a great performance in this film. Let's not get that even wrong. This film was great. And I'm glad that I waited to see this film before I made this list, because I tell you what, if I saw it after I made this list, I would have had to take it down and redo it. Just saying, okay? But the Iron Cloud in me, I didn't have an exact emotional moment with it, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. But I could tell I was upset by what I was seeing. You didn't show me anything, but I saw the reaction. I saw how it affected the characters. I saw what it did to the characters, how every death, spoiler, of the brothers affected Kevin Von Erich. How he goes from being depressed and sad about it to just driven more and more to madness, to the point to where, again, spoiler, he chokes his father out almost and kills him. Last second, he lets off the gas, but literally this close. And the movie, and I love how my favorite scene is where basically Kevin Von Erich is with his sons, and he's basically crying, and he basically apologizes for it because he's been taught his whole life, man up, men don't cry, period. His boys tell him, you can cry, we all do. Giving him permission finally to let his emotions out and finally be able to let the pain out of his body. You know, it was just a beautiful scene. Absolutely loved it, and that's why I give it a 9 out of 10 at the top seller, okay? So, top 4 movies were the top sellers or 8 and above. These are films that I had emotional connection and bond with. The top 3 specifically, I literally cried, laughed, whatever the case would be, I had an emotional thing with, okay? 4, we have Godzilla Minus One. Now, despite my criticism with not liking the way the Godzilla looked in this film, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, this is an excellent film. This is a film, keep in mind, is the most popular reaction on my channel. And number 2 is, this has such a beautiful story to it. This is the literal best Godzilla film you will ever see in your freaking life, okay? Like Godzilla New Empire, I don't care about that, because we already know it's going to be the same as it is every time. This film has an excellent story, excellent characters, excellent writing. The minute that Godzilla, spoiler alert, literally enters a city, it does the time of breath for the first time with, when you see it do it. Oh my freaking gosh, I was blown away. And again, it's a $15 million budget movie. If you would have said $200 million, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. 15 million, and what they did is mind-boggling. And yet the films on my worst movies list had a budget higher than that, and it looked worse. So again, Godzilla Minus One, to see where basically, again, so after he does the time of breath, and we see literally the explosion, and then the wave of the explosion, and how the girl sacrifices herself to save the guy. We found in the end, thankfully, that she survived. Just how in the beginning he's a coward. In the end, he sacrificed himself, but thankfully survives to kill Godzilla. Wonderful, great story, and it's the reason why it's in my top 4 films, because these top 4 are not just okay, good. They're the best films that I saw this year with Papa Cash. I can guarantee you, me and him share almost the same list. Some obviously off, but similar list, top 4 okay? Number 3, we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Again, I didn't really care. I mean, the first one was okay to me. This one was excellent to me, okay? I loved this movie for multiple reasons. As always, writing, the characters were great. How Miles has a secret he wants to tell. How Miles wants to tell his parents so bad, but he can't, about his secret of Spider-Man. And how basically he is told by basically the big bad. I remember the person's name. I'll put it on screen. Don't worry. But basically, he's told by Spider-Man 2099 that he has to do a one-way. Like he has to basically do his own thing. The 2099 basically tells him he has to do things a certain way, and Miles says, "Nah, this is my life. I'm living the way I want to. I'll see you on the other side, of course." And then the ending, which I loved, we got cameos, we got so many great stuff and all that. Yes, but the ending where basically Gwen tries to tell his parents that he's Spider-Man, doesn't work out. he basically figures out that he goes back to not his universe, but plot twist, a different universe where his dad is dead and he is a prowler. Which I was like, oh my god, because we see Uncle Aaron show up and it's like, okay, something's not right here. It's kind of a little weird. And then we see, him trying to tell his uncle who he's supposed to be, but he's not because that version of it is. Again, animation was excellent, story was great, and I came out thanking God that I saw that film. Okay. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This film made me cry. This film was an excellent told story. Now, granted, yes, Adam Warlock wasn't the best villain, but I mean, he did some damage. In the High Evolutionary, I hated him so much. My favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes in this film, is literally when basically Rocket goes back to let the animals out of their cages. And in the moment he finally learns he is an actual raccoon. And then, not to mention, when he basically comes face to face with the High Evolutionary. And in my head, I'm thinking about, oh no, he's gonna go back, and others are gonna be like, not be able to help him. And it's gonna be one-on-one battle, he's gonna die. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you this scene was beautiful, he basically, High Evolutionary is kicking his butt. And they basically get to this one room where he basically throwing him around, calling him a bunch of names, and insulting him left and right. And then Rocket Raccoon basically activates something on his shoes, falls on his feet, lands on his feet, obviously, and says something clever, shoots him, knocks him down, but the High Evolutionary tries to come back. The Guardians come in and help him out, and I was out of my seat cheering. I was out of my seat kicking my feet up. I was happy. I was living. I was like, because they helped him out. Oh my god, there's so amazing. And the scene where, Rocket's friends die, and the emotion, like, oh, and just the fact that, he's sitting there, he starts to cry, High Evolutionary tells him to shut up, and Rocket just goes berserk and scratches his face off and just almost kills him. The scene where he almost does die, and we see Peter and Groot react. Oh my god, and I love how too each and every character got a chance to shine, and most importantly, the fact that we finally became a part of Groot's family. Because Groot says, I love you guys. And I was like, okay, mate, he's finally talking, regularly. And then James Gunn says, no, it's because now the audience is a part of Groot's family, which means we can now understand what he's saying to them. I was like, oh my god, I love this. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the best movies I saw this year, no questions asked. Coming in at number 1 is, guessed it, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was undoubtedly an excellent film. From start to finish, I watched every scene. It took me a while to get locked in, but once I was enjoying myself. I was so locked in that I didn't even look at my phone that much, if at all, period. And the minute the bomb goes off, I was on the edge of my seat. My entire theater was literally silent. Now let me give you a little tale here, okay? When me and Papa Cash watch films, we tend to text a couple times, especially if it's a really bad film. We didn't text. Period. I don't think me and text out to this film. And this was just the bomb scene was so, like, I was so into it. I literally would have told anybody that talked, shut up. Just shut up. And the minute we get the sound back, brother, it was so crazy. Now, obviously, if you hear with headphones on, or if you don't have that theater experience, it doesn't hit the same. But with me, the Dolby Cinema experience, which is one of the reasons why I go to Dolby Cinema, holy guacamole, dude, it was something else. And how some characters, the Finn Oppenheimer, found out what happened in the end, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember what happened at the end. To be honest, it's been so long, but Oppenheimer to me was such an experience to where I will never forget it. Thanks to not only to Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, and of course Robert Downey Jr. for their excellent performances and literally portraying these characters. You know. So again, we'll do a speed round again. 10 Creed 3, 9 Super Mario Bros. Number 8 was John Wick Chapter 4. 7 was Thanksgiving. Talk to Me at 6. 5 The Iron Claw. 4 Godzilla -1. 3 Across the Spider-Verse. 2 Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 1 is Oppenheimer. Okay. Cash Nation. We are currently 30 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video more, if you want to see my worst movies list and hear me trash on some movies relentlessly, do me a favor, hit the red button below. Hit that bell while you're there. You don't mind, so you don't miss any more videos we'll drop in the next couple of days, because I got some bad news. Listen, real talk. If you love my channel, if you love my reactions, I got some bad news. We got a whole lot of bangers coming your way, and I mean a whole lot, because we got at least 4 videos, if not 5 videos, 6 shorts, 2 or 3 other videos dropping the next couple of days. So best believe when I ask y'all to subscribe to me, I'm not asking for a free sub. I'm gonna put the work in for it. I promise you that much. All right. As always, thank you for watching. Do me a favor and comment below your top 10 list in the comment section below. And by the way, first, last, I love you, Pops. You're amazing. For those who don't know, by the way, first, last, the person who comments on my videos, that's Papa Cash. FY, in case you didn't know. But as always, keep stay friendly. Happy New Year's Eve. Catch you on the next one. Peace.